another edition of Story Talkies. Today we have with us Abhishek Shanbag. He is a leader in IT and innovation. He has been in the field for over 15 years and he leads the IT and innovation practice uh, in at Accuvate. He has been working in different parts of the world. He has worked in UK, in US, and in India. And his expertise span from marketing to technology, and his creativity is seen by his clients and his teammates. They will tell you that he is a fun person to work with and someone who is very dedicated to his craft. Welcome to Story Talkies, Abhishek. It's a pleasure hosting you.
Thank you, Nidhi. It's a pleasure being here with you today, and I look forward to this session.
Staying ahead of the customer or keeping pace with customers' expectations, demands, desire has always been one of the challenges. In the post pandemic world, it has become more so because the desires have just got enlarged, get all magnified. People are always online. The instant gratification, need for instant gratification has gone up. In such a scenario, how does technology help marketers stay connected and stay ahead of the desires of their customers?
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. In the last couple of months and years, especially with the pandemic last year, we have seen a huge change in the way customer and consumer behavior, especially towards finding the right brand to purchase or the right product to buy. And in terms of technology, we have also seen the advent of AI and machine learning, especially touching our daily lives. So when it comes to technology and the way it is helping the customers, helping cope with the changing behavior of the customers, we first need to understand what are some of these new technologies that have come into the space of customer buying behavior today, right? So if you take a look at AI, we are talking about technologies like computer vision, for example, image recognition, image analysis, image-based search, which I'm sure a lot of us are using nowadays. Natural language processing, which includes things like sentiment analysis, classification, topic modeling, speech recognition, as well as speech synthesis, machine learning, and so on. So with these technologies, what we are able to do is we are able to analyze what is the buying behavior of the customers, because a lot of the buying has moved to online. We're talking about digital, right? So we are a lot of customers are doing their research online. They're looking up at brands online. They are going and seeing influencer posts, seeing what others are buying, what their friends and maybe other influencers are purchasing, and then using that to go ahead and then take decisions in terms of what they're going to purchase, or which brand or company to go with. We've also seen a lot of rise in the digital payments. Back in the day, a lot of things would be cash on delivery, but now everything is mostly online. And there's a new area which is coming up, which is conversational commerce, which is chatbots and virtual assistants being able to guide a consumer through a buying journey, through their research journey, helping them to analyze differences between different products and then make the decision towards making a purchase. So with all of these technologies coming in, and we are seeing a lot of consumers and customers going online and taking these decisions, there's a huge amount of data that is getting generated, right? And when you have a lot of data, we need to be able to sift through this data, analyze this data, make sense of it, so that we can understand, what we can do better in terms of giving the right solution or the right product or a brand to a customer, right? So in this case, we have AI and ML playing a very big role here in order to analyze this data. Because once you start analyzing the data, you'll be able to make better predictions. You'll be able to create better target audiencing. And based on that, you'll be able to come up with better market segmentation or cohorts in terms of the consumers or customers that we are targeting, right? So as a marketing person or as someone who is looking at all of this data and trying to identify how this can help me, this is where technology also plays a very big role. Because with this, by analyzing this data, I can create more effective campaigns, and I can not only create a campaign, but by using technology, I can also predict what might be the possible campaign outcomes. Right. So while technology is helping customers to understand more as they move on to more of a digital shelf, it is also helping us sitting on the marketing side, or on the other side of the fence, to take all of this data, analyze it better, and so in terms, better healthy customers.
How has the role of chatbots evolved, and how the chatbot itself has evolved as against just a scripted answers to someone who's almost like a live persona walking with you?
So that's a great question, by the way. And what you said is right. There was a time when all of us were used to walking into a store, but I guess majority of us would like to rather shop from the comfort of our homes. And it is a big challenge for our customers, and also for the various people whom we work with, especially when it comes to marketing, to understand what is influencing the customer behavior, right? Because what you spoke of is essentially a large digital shelf out there, and there are so many ways in which a customer can reach out to the shelf. So where does a product specifically lie? A very large part of winning the digital shelf is with the help of virtual assistants, or chatbots, as they are commonly known as. And what a chatbot essentially helps a customer to do is, it helps them to get information very quickly on a variety of different channels. So with the help of these virtual agents or chatbots, information is at your fingertips. You don't have to wait for the right time to contact the call center. Getting questions answered is one of the biggest areas where chatbots are being used. It's an omni-channel experience, so they're available on multiple different channels. Chatbots can also make use of augmented reality, virtual reality, etc., to create a more immersive experience for the consumer, wherein without leaving the comfort of your home, you can actually experience, how a product would look like, or how you can actually interact virtually or digitally with a product. And chatbots can enable customers to do that. You can not just ask a question to the chatbot, but once, let's say, you identify a product that you want to purchase, you can actually click a button within the chat interface, and then you can go ahead and purchase the product digitally online, and that's called conversational commerce. And there are many examples of the bots that we have built and launched for our customers. For example, we have a bot for a very large food brand in Netherlands, and that not only provides information of the various food products that you can buy, but also helps you with recipes. We also have advisory bots, and they provide recommendation. For example, for a very large skin and healthcare, a skincare brand, we rolled out a skin analysis bot where you can actually take a selfie on Facebook, and then it comes back with recommendations as to how you can improve the health of your skin, and what sort of products you would need, what sort of a routine you need to follow, and so on. We also have shopping assistants wherein they can provide the best place for you to buy a product. It provides information on different coupons, so it enables to create a more sticky experience with the consumer. And of course, everybody wants personalization today, right? And the best thing that a chatbot enables any organization or any brand is to create a much more personalized experience for that individual, and with that personalized experience, they can have a better reach and a better connection with the consumer.
How important it is that the marketers look at not only building a customer base but also retaining customer base using technology, because as we all know, the cost of acquiring a customer is 5 times more than retaining one, right? So how do we use technology to retain our customer base? How do we build loyalty using the technology?
As a consumer or as a customer, I would be loyal to a brand or to a company if they give me better features with respect to the competition, right? If the pricing is better or close to the market standard, And of course, the most important thing is customer service, right? So if you look at these three different areas, features, pricing, and after sales support or customer support, technology is enabling us in all these three different areas, right? So let's look at the first one, better pricing. We have a lot of data with respect to what the competition is doing, what is a market research, right? What is the base pricing or the minimum pricing with respect to certain products in a particular market, etc. And one of the things that we can do is we can mash all of this data together to gain better insights. So here we are talking about big data analytics and machine learning, right? So with the help of these technologies, we can understand how we can have a better pricing with respect to the competition and something that is more aligned to a particular market in which I am trying to sell my product. The second aspect, which we spoke about a while back, is regarding the digital shelf, right? And the digital shelf is essentially a collection of diverse and rapidly evolving digital touch points, which are used by shoppers, not only to engage with the brand or with a customer, but also to discover, to do their research, and then eventually purchase the product, right? And so technology is enabling customers to put their product in the front of this particular digital shelf. This means placement of the product, promotions with respect to a product, a perfect page which provides all the information that a consumer or a customer wants to know about a product. So that enables the customer to do their research much more efficiently, find out what are the features that are available in this product as opposed to the competition. And companies who use technology to make sure that their product is better in terms of this comparative analysis, better in terms of, let's say, consumer feedback, and are rightly placed in terms of search and keyword optimization, they will be able to win here with respect to the competition. And of course, not only gain new customers, but also retain them. And finally, with respect to support or, after sales support or customer service, technology enables customers to have an omni-channel support experience, right? So you could be on a phone call or you could be on a WhatsApp chat. You can get support wherever you want. We see a lot of organizations today, especially in the consumable space and services space, wherein you can book a service appointment just by sending a WhatsApp. Gone are the days wherein you have to call a call center and be held up for 10 minutes when you can do that with just a single text message. So that's technology creating a more loyal customer, because I don't have to worry about going to a different company for the service. Similarly, supporting in different languages, right? The world speaks so many different languages, and so using translation service, which is another AI service, companies are now able to support a lot more diverse languages with a much more qualified set of subject matter experts and support staff. And I'd also like to bring up one more point, which is, in today's world, I would say it's very, very important. And that is, the whole point about sustainability, right? We as consumers, we want to have a choice, right? We want to go for an organization which is not a better, cheaper, faster, etc., but also more sustainable. So technologies like digital twins, IoT analytics, smart factories, etc., they are helping our customers. They're helping these companies to become more sustainable and to reduce their carbon footprint. And how does that happen? Because it helps them to reduce wastage during manufacturing, controlling emissions, etc. Right? So while technology is enabling consumers to have better options and choices, helping companies to make their customers more loyal, it's also helping them to become more sustainable, which I think is a very important factor when you are choosing a particular brand or a company.
A major part of customer success is ability to connect to them, right? To be able to build a connect, where you are having a conversation, you are able to engage as against just speaking at them. Speaking with your customer is very important, and that's where we see the importance of brand storytelling. You have been you also work in the area of marketing ideation. How do you see business storytelling as a discipline aiding this engagement? aid and making the return on marketing investment much more tangible.
I completely agree with you. And as I said, and as you were also saying before, everybody loves a great story, right? Everybody loves to listen to stories. It is something that we have been used to right from the time that we are growing and even till today. Right? And I believe that, when we go and approach, we as in when Accurate, we go and talk to our customers, we talk to our potential prospects, etc. We also believe a lot in telling stories. When I say a story is something that is relatable. If I can say, how I was able to help a different customer, let's say in healthcare or in retail or in finance, improve their operational efficiency. Maybe how we have been able to, let's say, deploy chatbots for IT and HR to reduce the overall support cost and at the same time improve the employee experience and engagement. Other examples could be, how we have deployed a customer support agent, which has brought in 65% reduction in the overall support tickets that get generated, thus lowering costs and freeing up time of the resources to focus on more critical problems. These are all stories, right? These are all stories and examples of how we have helped customers either in the same industry or a different industry. And I believe that when our customers listen to these stories, they get inspired. The difference between just going and saying how great we are, which we are, versus how greatly we have helped how greatly we have helped a customer. I think that's where the difference line between storytelling, using case studies and examples, versus, let's say, just going and talking about selling. And I think that's where storytelling is far more effective. It helps us to connect better. And it also probably shows that, we have been able to help our other customers, lead them from a vision stage wherein, they thought about something to an actual goal stage wherein they actually achieved and got value out of the work that we have done for
Thanks a lot, Abhishek. This has been a wonderful conversation. We got a very engaged perspective, a very deep perspective on the use of chatbots, on use of technology, on use of AI, ML, and also about the effectiveness of storytelling. So great having you at Story Talkies. We look forward to having more conversations with you in the future.
Thank you so much, and the pleasure is all mine. I had a great experience here with you as well. Thank you so much.